like an apple, like a
I've never been able to do that. I
the
see videos
palm,
of people
the
doing them.
palm. Which one?
Yep.
This the. I've never tried. You know why I've never tried? Because I've never wanted an apple at the same time I've wanted to try an apple trick. If I wanted, like, I could waste an apple, but
Yeah,
I don't want to be wasteful.
I've
Same
wasted
thing, a
tons of
banana.
apples.
You ever seen the banana pull? If
No,
you pull a banana, it
can
just
you do that to me?
all right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of Honor. We are here. You got me, you got Devin. We got actually, and I'll keep you updated, Devin, because I know you don't got it on.
Monday Night
The
Raw.
yeah, Monday Night Raw this late. No, we got the fourth quarter of Denver versus LA going on.
Yes.
Tie game, 96-96. Which I got a few things to say about, the early some early round one hot takes. I got maybe some dumb things some NFL scouts were saying, maybe some off the record things, maybe guessing some athletes, maybe even push the road to the Super Bowl off on another podcast. Who knows? But yeah, like I said, it's still early round one. We got, obviously, like I said, Denver taking on LA, who surprisingly, game one played, very close all the way to the end. I want to say Clippers pretty much, majority of the game led.
Wait, this is game two?
Yeah, this is game two.
Oh,
Denver
fuck.
and
This shit
LA.
moves so quick, dude. I felt like
Mm-hmm.
all the game ones are still happening.
Yeah, Denver's up 1-0, obviously. Yeah, no, Denver's up 1-0. But no, before, any of that, I guess, I don't know. We're back. We're here.
I was going to say something.
It was, what were you going to say?
Oh, no, I used to use apples to juggle, so I've ruined a lot of apples.
Never learned how to juggle.
I learned how to juggle during COVID.
I don't know. Learning how to juggle is like, I don't know. That's like learning how to do a Rubik's Cube. It's just I don't have the time to.
It took a few hours. It was easy.
Yeah, exactly. Though I just don't have the time.
I was COVID, so I had nothing to do. So I grabbed apples and baseballs and I started.
Yeah, no, I wasn't the juggling guy, but it was Easter, it was WrestleMania weekend, it was another holiday that certain people enjoy. There was a lot of things going on in this weekend, Devin. Just a lot.
The Pope's dead.
So the Pope. I don't, and we were talking about that before the pod. I don't. Okay, I don't want to be disrespectful, but like I didn't realize like he was that popping over here.
People love him.
Because I don't know. I didn't know. Is he the same one that had the Instagram account and was liking remember it was like.
I thought that was Ted Cruz.
No, it was the Pope's Instagram account, and he was like liking like model IG models, like pictures and stuff. Yeah,
probably.
Man, if that's him, no, I think it was. I'm pretty sure that was him. Which that was absolutely hilarious.
Good for him. Yeah.
It was like liked by Pope. It was Pope Francis. Yeah.
Pope Francis. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that he had. He was lurking.
Well, I think he's the only Pope who's had a IG.
A chance to have an Instagram account?
Huh?
A chance to have an Instagram account?
Probably. No, the one before him retired or stepped down, which is you're not supposed to do that, but
you can't step down as a Pope.
You're supposed to be there till you die.
What kind of what?
You have to die.
So this is just no 401k plan. You're just done.
You die. You're cooked.
But what? All right, I guess that's enough Pope talk for me. I don't really.
Fair.
I don't get it, but it's okay. It's whatever the Pope rules are. Those are the Pope rules, Devin.
I want to be Pope one day so I can end Catholicism, just end the Catholic Church. We're done.
I would only be in favor for that if it were in means to protect any victims.
That's what it's for.
That would be what it is.
That's what it's for.
If you want to pray for honor.
Sure.
What word am I looking for?
Pray to Jesus.
If you want to praise whoever you want to praise, go ahead. But stop touching them. Stop being them weird. Stop being them weird.
Go have fun, just not with these
priests.
People. Yeah, it's terrible.
Or we just cut off the hands of all priests, Catholic priests.
Nubs work too, dude.
Yeah. Yep. Patrick
Yeah,
Star.
that's a dangerous game.
Patrick Star and SpongeBob. Just
They're going
yeah,
to work.
that makes sense. Which you never watched, so you wouldn't even get that reference.
No, I get that reference.
You grew up SpongeBob-less, which is a
Dude,
whole
I
other
used to
problem.
do that. I used to, people would be like, yo, did you see that episode? I was like, yeah, love that episode.
Like
Just so I
like
wouldn't have to fucking go through the motions being like, yo, I never watched SpongeBob. People are like, what the fuck?
and then you met me, and you had to be reminded every month that you don't watch or you didn't watch SpongeBob, and
Yeah,
you didn't grow up watching, the greatest cartoon of all time,
yeah,
kids cartoon of all time,
yeah.
children's cartoon of all time,
Didn't watch wrestling or none of that, so
or wrestling, which wrestling popping. Honestly, too much to talk about for me. I would have to start my own wrestling podcast if
that's
I
fair.
wanted to go
Can
talk
I
about.
just bring up
Oh
like the
God,
final little tussle? That's
what
the only
what's
thing
your
I saw.
what's your question?
And then I saw the RKO tonight.
Which beautiful, absolutely
That
beautiful.
that
What
was
do you
that looked cool.
what do you want to ask me? Because yes, we're getting one more. Because before you even say that, if you're gonna bring up Randy Orton pulling up on John Cena tonight, we're getting one more John Cena versus Randy Orton. These motherfuckers have fought 400 times in the last 20 years, and we're getting it for the 401st time, and I'm here for it. But
Beautiful.
what's your question?
Uh, The whole hitting with the belt,
Uh huh.
I couldn't be convinced
Oh, okay.
because he turned around, he went, and then went,
Oh.
and then Cody had the belt, and he went, ah,
Mm-hmm.
and then got kicked in the cock, and
Mm-hmm.
it was and then Travis Scott was there, and it was a whole weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like watching like a movie in Spanish. It didn't compute.
Mm. You
It's
want
like
me
I
to?
know what's happening, I just
You
can't
want to take a
understand.
bump? You want to take a
Huh?
bump? Do you want to take a bump?
No, I don't want to take a bump.
You want to see if me and you can fake gravity?
No, no, no. I'm not. We're not faking gravity. But the part
You
before
want
that.
me to hit you in the face with a metal belt and see how it feels? You want me to just punch
No,
you in
I'm
the
just
face?
saying like the.
So if I took a Rolex and punched you in the face so hard that it left an imprint the next day, you wouldn't believe that he actually got punched in the face with a Rolex and it left an imprint the next day?
Did that happen in this one?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well,
You want to you want to take a bump?
I'm not pooping on it.
You want to take a
It was
bump?
just the part that I saw.
Uh huh.
Maybe it was Cody Rhodes' fault. It just
Okay, and
didn't tickle me.
John Cena in layman's terms is a bad guy.
Yes.
So he does bad guy things now. Like
No, I know.
hitting somebody with the belt or low blows. That's not something that John Cena usually does. So it didn't really have to be some off the wall like crazy thing where like yeah, he could have grabbed I guess a chair and then actually like caused damage on his body. But they
Sure.
had wrestled for like 20 minutes. I mean, it was just a way to end it.
Gotcha. Okay, I
To
didn't
be honest,
see any of the stuff before.
as a wrestling fan, there were a lot more problems with the way that match ended than him hitting him in the face. That's a pretty common just heel thing.
No,
That
no, I was
was
just
probably the
no,
fourth
no.
time
It
that
was
happened over WrestleMania weekend.
no. I mean, it was less of like there was no problem with that. The problem was just that little bit of acting where Cody
Okay,
like
the
set the belt
story.
down.
Well, yeah. Well, the story was, are you gonna do the right thing, or are you
Sure.
gonna do what it takes to win? Which is what John Cena you would never have expected him to do after 20 years of wrestling.
Yes.
So who knows what Cody Rhodes would do after 16, 15 years of wrestling?
Fair.
He could turn right there, but he's not because
He
he's
didn't.
the good guy.
Wonder Boy.
He's
Wonder
the
Bread.
he's the face. He's the Wonder Bread. Which I'm not gonna lie, he can go sit on the shelf for a minute because I need these classics. I need the
Fair.
Randy Ortons. I need the
Was The
CM
Rock
Punks.
there
I
or no?
need no, and that's a problem. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to go off on some crazy tangent like, oh, The Rock is ruining wrestling because I'm a little biased when it comes to The Rock. Like I already can't stand I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna make this whole thing about me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna leave forever, like for a really long time,
Forever.
and then I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna make it all about me, I'm gonna take the spotlight of WrestleMania and then make it all about me, and then I'm gonna leave. Or I'm gonna show up after the Elimination Chamber, make John Cena turn heel, and then not show up after that at
Yeah.
all. He hasn't. They haven't. They've mentioned him one time in their face to face shit talking promos, but he has not been mentioned at all. He came in, took the spotlight off of, because I mean John Cena could have turned heel without, like, this whole Rock thing is stupid. Like everything, like when the Rock came back and he was, Cody, I want your soul, because he comes out and he's like, we're friends. Over this past year, I've learned to blah blah blah, but I want this. I want you as my champion, and I want your soul, and blah blah. It's like nobody really got it in the first place. It's like the Rock kind of came in and tries to make it too movie like. Like if you want to go for like bad acting or really just over dramatic shit, to me, I don't know. To me, that looked like a Rock call to me. Well, you're gonna. But at the end of the day, the Rock has he's meaningless. He's meaningless to this whole story. Yet at some point, I know he's gonna come in and make it all about him and take all the spotlight. And which honestly, if he's like, if anything, last night proved that we don't need the Rock.
Sure.
And if he's gonna stay out for the WrestleMania main event, and he's gonna miss out since since the last time he showed up, and he's gonna fucking send Travis Scott as his hitman out whenever he wants. Sure, whatever. I'm okay with that because we don't need the Rock. The WWE doesn't need the Rock. He can stay backstage and call whatever shots he wants, but we don't.
We needed him for the Super Bowl. We definitely needed him there.
Yeah, I mean, he can go introduce UFL championship games or something. But I mean, I don't need him introducing shit. As long as it's Stephanie McMahon or Triple H coming out to ask me if I'm ready, I'm good. I don't know. I don't need the Rock. So to answer all your questions, yeah, it was a little dramatic, sure, but there's also 12-year-olds watching it, so
I agree.
You got to make it. People my age and up are watching it to watch John Cena make history. There's other people that want to see Cody Rhodes win. And it's like, honestly, I feel like even little kids at this point were like, yeah, I know about this John Cena guy. I might be 7 years old, but I know about this John Cena. I still know about
exists.
Him. Yeah, so I mean, it's WrestleMania, so we got John versus Randy Orton in like a month, so
Beautiful.
I'm gonna be turned up for that.
Now, what would like that wouldn't be in WrestleMania, obviously.
It's the next pay-per-view,
which is.
It's actually, shout out to the dog. It's actually it's a Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash. It's Backlash. There's plenty. I mean, Clash of Champions, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam. I mean, fucking Survival Series, whatever you want. There's plenty of pay-per-views, but
sure.
It's just however many, matches or dates John Cena has left. It's like 26, 27 dates left. So,
what the fuck? I thought he was done after this.
He is.
No, after like WrestleMania.
No, he's retiring after December.
Gotcha.
He's retiring at the conclusion of 2025. Oh. Okay. Anyways, what's absolutely hilarious, and if we want to just talk about calling shots or making rules or somebody that shouldn't be in control of anything, what do you know about Prairie View A&M?
Prairie View?
Prairie View A&M.
Never heard of them.
Okay, so Prairie View A&M. So the head coach.
Can I guess where that is?
I honestly, I'm not. I don't know. Tremaine Jackson, the head coach of Prairie View A&M. Mm-hmm. Tremaine Jackson. He gave out his like recruiting rules, I guess, for like people in the portal or anybody he's recruiting. His five rules.
Yep.
When I follow you, there's a 4-hour window to follow back, or we done. Sorry, it was just that first one gets me. Send your number, transcripts, and highlight spelled HILITE in the first message. Make sure you address my staff as coach and not bro or by first/last name. Don't ask me for NIL, which we do have when Pro Football Focus has you at, I'm assuming PFF, Pro Football Focus, has you as taking less than 200 snaps on the year. You should have gotten your money from them. Now it's time to play. Don't really know what that means.
I don't know what that means at all.
Pray, talk to your family, girlfriend, dog, and any other people before we offer you. Not after you take 80 visits. I'm going to want to know ASAP.
He's gonna ruin college football.
So, no, because nobody's going to play for Coach Jackson at Prairie View A&M.
That's what I'm saying.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. To think, first of all, he spelled highlight. Devin, he spelled highlight Hilite.
Some people need to speak to text.
That's
maybe it might spell it highlight.
The first one he might have because he said you have a 4-hour window to follow me back. If not, we done.
We done.
So you have to, like, God forbid you're at like your grandmother's funeral.
For real.
And like you don't see that
you
follows
get followed.
Or,
what if you don't have notifications?
What if you don't have social media? What if you got banned on Instagram for saying some crazy shit? What if like I'm saying like that is
who's gonna go play? Don't ask me for NIL money.
Don't ask me for NIL money, and then in parentheses goes which we do have.
Which we do have. But if you have over 200 snaps, then you can ask.
Bro, he's gonna have the worst. We gotta make sure we keep up with Prairie View A&M's record next year, because there's no way they win more than 2 or 3 games. That is the most ridiculous.
Horrible. No, I mean, I don't even know what are they, D3? Like, no, D3 can't even give out money.
Prairie View A&M, D3 NIL. They don't got NILs in D3.
I mean, you can't even give scholarships in D3.
You're absolutely right. Prairie View A&M University. Here we go.
Where are they?
They are in Texas.
Ooh, nice. Should have known there's no prairies in Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean where am I supposed to find what division it is? Is that what I'm looking up?
Yeah.
Division?
Football division.
Oh, football division. Oh, Division 1 championship subdivision. So the FCS.
Sick.
Not the
FBS.
They ain't rolling with the big boys in the FBS, yeah. That's great. I love
good
that.
For Tremaine Jackson. That's awesome. I can't imagine anyone who would hit all those boxes and then not. What, you can't take visits other places? You have to
no
be for sure that you're going to Prairie View A&M.
Well, you can't take 80 visits.
You can take 78.
If you take maybe 45 visits and he's okay, but he said he wants to know ASAP. You only got 4 hours to follow him back.
And then you have to be like, oh yes, please, I'm coming to your school.
So I'm imagining you got like 24 hours till you can make it to sit, which is probably, I'm saying it's like, even if somebody wanted to go there, it's like, all right, well, you're going to give me an hour to come here when I can go visit, like, I don't know.
Texas A&M.
See, well, I'm trying to think of like better like FCS schools, but it's like
the only one I know is like NDSU.
I was about to say like off the dome. I'm just not doing that.
No.
But I don't know. That was something that was just on here that I thought was hilarious.
Good for that guy.
Speaking of hilarious, which I mean,
those are horrible rules. He didn't even hit anything important. He was like, "Don't call him bro." Fuck does that have to do with anything?
Well, he said don't. I mean, to me, that's probably the only one that's like, okay, I guess.
It wasn't like I get it. But
don't call my coaching staff bro, but I mean, like, I've never heard I don't know.
No.
If you got to think it's like taking a job interview. It's like, you really think it's like during the recruitment process and be like, "What's up, bro? Like, what's up?" Instead of coach.
What's up,
like,
coach?
Why would I not call you coach?
Why would I not call him coach? Exactly.
But some other off the record shit, and this is only because like if they didn't talk as much or say like if they didn't make headlines as much, I would not talk about Deion Sanders
No.
or
Well, that's their job.
Travis
His
Hunter.
job is to talk about themselves and say stupid shit so that we can talk about them.
I
It's
guess,
literally their job.
but I don't want it to seem like it's like okay, I don't have some obsession or anything, but it's just like there's so much to talk about because it's something new every day.
Of course.
It's something new every day. So Deion Sanders, he's talking about I guess the Shador, Shador Sanders having his number retired, which like I said, has his name forever etched in the Colorado Stadium.
Beautiful.
Anyways,
Ready mode.
He got I guess all the criticism for getting his number retired. Deion, his response. Can you guess what his response was?
I can't even
Okay, I'm gonna
tap
tell you.
into his brain.
I'm gonna tell you, and there's only one reason why it's like what he said is important is because it's the what Deion Sanders said is probably the most ironic thing he could have said when talking about the criticism that Shador is getting for his number being retired, and that's if his last name wasn't Sanders, this wouldn't even be a conversation.
Thank you.
Now,
what does that even mean? So he's just saying that.
Clearly, he's saying if it was just Shador Michaels who got his number retired, nobody would care. No. It's like Deion.
All right, he said the right words, had the wrong context.
That's the problem. Yeah,
it's
that's
like
the problem.
No. The only reason this is happening is because the last name is Sanders. Not like this wouldn't happen.
It's the right words. It's the wrong message.
Yeah, well, if you just read it out, you would be like, "Oh yes, that's right." But then you have to look at it from his perspective, which is that
is him defending Shador.
But who we don't know anyone who's ever been retired at Colorado.
At the end
I never
of the
even
day,
hear about any jersey retirements for any team in college.
No, I mean unless it was like really big.
It's like fucking Ray Lewis or somebody.
I mean, something, but it's not. It's definitely not somebody at like a Shador Sanders level. But yeah, no, Deion.
It's also not ever immediate.
Deion Sanders saying that this wouldn't be a conversation if that wasn't his last name is, I mean, the most.
That's true.
It's like, and he does. I don't think he realizes like what that could also mean, or how that could also be interpreted as. Like,
well, it like his statement, yeah, again, like what he said is true, but for whatever reason, he thinks that his son's number would be retired for going 4 and whatever, and then 9 and whatever, and doing nothing.
And then somebody else, coached under Deion Sanders that I just thought was absolutely hilarious. Travis Hunter. Going on whatever podcast or whatever interview, and he's, I guess, discussing that combine clip or pro day clip, the pro day clip of
with
him
no gloves.
But the route he was running.
Oh, with
the eight move route. Now, here's the thing. I can't stand. I can't stand when Deion Sanders saying like some right shit at the wrong time or the right shit with the wrong meaning behind it or whatever you want to say. I also can't stand when like. So Travis Hunter pulled all the cards out. He's like y'all don't play ball, so y'all don't know cards.
Yep.
He pulled. I mean he just so first of all
pulled out. I'm trying to show off my skills.
He jumped straight to defending. He jumped straight to defending. That clip. Going. Well, y'all gotta understand that the quarterback's gotta the quarterback's gotta snap the ball, get the ball. Look for his receivers. It was a 4-step. He had a 4-step process. It was something. It was like hike the ball, get the ball, look for receivers, and then then he said maybe then throw the ball or whatever. But it's like okay, but then he says that.
But if
right?
you're running a route that short, it's one move and you're up.
this is my problem. It's like this is another case of like, yes, you're right, which is
Yes.
why we're like that. No. That's what we're saying.
Yes.
Like the quarterback only has so much time to get the ball and make his read and get the ball out. Like 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds to get the ball out. This isn't this isn't the Pac-10 where you can scramble around for forever and just chuck it. I mean, it's
maybe Shador is taking 8 minutes to throw a little slant, but
I just
fucking Al Freaky is catching that bitch and throwing it.
But then he follows
Every quarterback is catching it and throwing it.
And getting it out of there. But then he follows that up with like, and this is how you know people just, don't play football. They don't know what they're talking about. It's like,
cool.
It's like
Dion did good training on him to just
but deflect. You can't take what we're saying. You can't take what everybody's saying, which is, yo, that is you're taking way too long. Or is he saying that he needs to take that long?
No, he's saying that quarterbacks, it's a long process for them to get the ball out, so that he has all this time to break down 2 separate times and then break out of his route.
Okay.
Because if you watch Devontae Adams, he makes 8 million moves before he breaks.
Yes, and it's
false.
Like false, exactly. But I'm just trying to think. It's like maybe, backyard football, and or you're one of the best players in college football playing some shitty ass teams. You can do whatever us zigzag bullshit you want to do. But you're right. The quarterback does have to get the ball and make a read and then throw the football.
Yeah.
So when you're on your 6th or 7th cut and what, Russell Wilson has his face in the dirt or wherever he ends up. I mean, that's the thing. It's like I don't know what he expects. He's not now. Maybe if he went to a Lamar or a Josh Allen, it's like, yeah, maybe they'll make enough time. Maybe they'll run around and make some time for you to bullshit. But
not on that route.
And here's the other thing.
No one's looking for you over the middle. 8 seconds later.
On that route, right? On that route.
Yeah.
How many other clips have you seen of Travis Hunter's pro day?
None.
Exactly.
That means there was nothing good that happened.
No. That means that everything else was good.
Oh, really?
No, because this is what I'm saying. This is just
everything else sucked.
This is an obvious example of Travis Hunter sitting here defending it, but he's clearly insecure. He's clearly he's clearly feeling some type of way about this, because it's like, you got to think, if I was him, it's like, okay, so I had one route that people are clowning, but nobody's talking about anything else I did. None of the other routes that I ran, none of the other balls that I caught, none of the other DB drills that I ran, nothing else. Nobody's talking about anything else except this one. I would kind of look at that as like, all right, I had one bad route or one like.
But instead, he's harping on.
But instead, it's like, no. This route is key. Like, this is golden. Yeah. I'm gonna run the league with this route.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not. It's not. I don't know.
I'd love to see him break that out. That'd be nice. But maybe I'll go and watch his pro day highlights. But also, I don't want to give that thing a view. I don't really care enough.
But it's not. But the thing is, it's like out of the triangle of just fuckery going on between Dion.
Triangle of fuckery, yes.
I mean, it's what it is. Out of Dion and Travis Hunter and Shador, it's like Travis is the obvious. Like, he could have went anywhere and would have had this hype and would have had this glaze. It's like, but it's like, no, because you're Shador and you're Deion Sanders. It's like, because
now we have to make everyone hate you.
We're gonna blend you in and give you headlines as if you are Travis Hunter and you're not.
Yeah.
But we're gonna retire your number next to Travis Hunter's, because like, imagine the uproar of Shador fans if he didn't get his number retired. I'm honestly glad.
Travis.
I'm honestly glad they did retire his number, so we didn't have to hear Travis or Shador Sanders fans just.
I didn't even think that there was a thing that, like, before you even out of college, you get your number retired.
No, it's a thing.
I didn't know that.
Football season, your football career is over here. Oh, hang it up.
I also guess that, like...
Did you just say you're not done in college? Is that what you said?
No, I'm saying, they haven't even hit the league yet.
Yeah, but I mean, you think they go to class?
No. Well,
I'm saying
Travis
it's
has
like,
a 9.0 GPA apparently.
but I'm saying it's like I mean, they could have retired Tim Tebow's number the second he stepped off the field if they wanted to.
Sure, but yeah, I don't know. To me, it seems forced.
Well,
Retiring
yeah,
both of their numbers, like who cares? I don't give a
yeah. I mean,
fuck.
it's obviously forced. Yeah, that
I
was the
don't
most
think
obvious thing out of all of
I
it.
don't think Colorado fans, all 8 of them, give a shit. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is like a clear example of the we'll wait and see type of situations, and I think we will see that Shador is not good.
You watching Happy Gilmore too?
Probably,
You gonna ask me if I am?
of course, you are.
No, see, the problem is I probably have to watch the first one.
That's upsetting. No, I'm kidding. Happy Gilmore is probably one of the most annoying things. Like, as someone who plays golf, the amount of people who don't shut the fuck up about, oh, Happy Gilmore is my fucking favorite movie. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Yeah, we've all seen it 38 fucking times. It's good.
Maybe
Shut
that's
up.
my goal. That's my goal in life is to I want to become better at golf and not understand a single Happy Gilmore reference,
Ooh.
but like
So
just
it's,
continue to get better at golf. And but then the whole time it's like you've never seen Happy Gilmore. And it's
yeah,
like no,
you
I haven't.
suck, you jackass.
That's maybe that's the goal. Anytime they try to reference Happy Gilmore, I just won't have a clue.
Good. That's what I
Um,
do with SpongeBob,
because I
um, but um, but you know, I mean, Happy Gilmore's good, but the amount of hype people put on that, and the second one's gonna stink, but
yeah, the Netflix original Happy Gilmore
oof,
too.
brutal.
Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna be fire.
Oh, it's gonna be horrendous.
People love Adam Sandler.
Yeah, but he's fucking 58.
I was being sarcastic.
People don't love Adam Sandler.
I feel like it's 50-50 split. Like Adam
Well,
Sandler,
well, no, it's like when people talk about Adam Sandler, it's like, oh, well, he's Happy Man, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. Those are the two they talk about. He's got other movies that are pretty good.
He's got other movies. I like Adam Sandler. I
I
think
like
there's
Adam
other
Sandler.
people who dislike like specific characters. Like he's now obviously he can play other characters, but a lot of actors have like their go
They're,
to
they're niche. Yeah,
like yeah like Jack Black,
sure.
you know, or like how The Rock is always The Rock in every movie.
Yes.
It's like Adam Sandler, but I think it's just, but some people like The Rock when he's The Rock in their movies. Some people like Jack Black, but some people don't.
Yeah.
Some people don't like Adam Sandler when he's Adam Sandler in every movie. And some people do.
But people really don't like him when he's not Adam Sandler, though.
Like Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen's only Seth Rogen.
So yeah, like, but some people are like, okay, cool, Seth Rogen.
But
And
Seth
then some
Rogen
people
got
are like,
kicked out of Hollywood.
did he? What did he do?
Well, he tried to separate himself from James Franco, but it kind of failed.
What did I miss?
James Franco got booted out of Hollywood. There's a reason you haven't heard James Franco's name in 10 years.
But what did I miss? Because I feel
James
like
Franco,
you're like, what did he do?
he had an acting school. And he was telling all these young women and young people that they could become actors if they went to the James Franco School of Acting. And then the whole time, he just did sex scenes with them. And then Seth Rogen was like, "Oh, I'm not friends with James Franco anymore. I'm not friends with him anymore." But no, I've never liked that guy. I'm not friends with him. I didn't know he was doing that. And then now you don't see Seth Rogen really anymore.
So, I mean, maybe I'm tripping. How did I miss that?
Because no one talked about it. Hollywood, like, literally kicked both the Franco brothers out of Hollywood.
Okay, but there's people out here getting exposed for islands and people having parties. You're telling me that?
But I think it was so mixed in between all, like, the Weinstein stuff and all the other stuff that it just
was this? Like, why have I never seen a James Franco, like, just, like...
No one makes fun of it.
Brain rot meme, like...
No one makes fun of it.
I mean...
It makes no sense.
Bro, you go on Instagram, they make fun of everything.
I know, but no one remembers that it happened. Like, what was the last James Franco movie? It was like that dumb Mastermind movie about that fucking weird guy.
I don't know. I just think of Matt.
Matt.
Isn't there a Matt Franco?
Unrelated.
That's what I'm saying. I just
Yeah.
confuse. I start to confuse Franco's. I don't even know much about James Franco to go like, oh yeah, James Franco. Blah, blah, blah. Like when you
We
said, when's the last time? I don't know. Never. Maybe
sure.
never. I
You've
don't know if
never
I've
seen a James
ever.
Franco movie?
No, I've seen a James Franco movie
Yeah,
with Seth Rogen,
exactly.
but that's. I mean,
Well
that's
then,
it.
but yeah, his brother Dave Franco, who's been in like 21 Jump
Dave.
Street and shit. Um,
Dave Franco.
he had to go too.
So Seth Rogen's out of. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
I don't know if
Okay.
Seth's fully out, but like literally right when that stuff happened, he was like, "Yeah, he's not my friend. That's not my friend. I don't know him."
He's not going to be in Happy Gilmore too, is what you're telling me.
No, yes. Well, I don't think
Okay.
they were gonna be regardless, but yeah.
Cool.
Shoot
All
it.
right. I guess moving on to some early round hot takes because the only thing I had left for off the record, which honestly we had a bunch of off the record shit, but AJ Brown's car,
Got stolen.
the city of brotherly love, right after winning them a Super Bowl.
What a terrible nickname for that city.
Well, it's definitely not the most fitting nickname. Which honestly, I don't want to be too harsh on the nickname because I would love to see every city's like nicknames and see
Baltimore's
how
a charm
well.
city. Who the fuck are we charming?
Charm
With our
City, you're
cigarette
right. Like
breath and
we do have
stinky accent.
we do have a Charm City. So we do have a city named Charm City, and I don't really know if it fits, but
Not at all.
City of Brotherly Love. That's like the complete
It's pushing it.
opposite.
It's pushing it.
It's like if Buffalo was like the city of scholarly
People with brains.
like scholars with manners or whatever I don't fucking know. It's like Philly though, stealing their top wide receiver's car after winning the Super Bowl.
Imagine that like either the person who was stealing the car like was aware that it was AJ Brown's car, or it was just someone who saw a sick car and stole it.
But that's like
wasn't it like a Batmobile type of looking car or something?
I don't know. They tracked it down in New Jersey pretty quick.
Yeah, I think they got it.
They got it. They got him. But I mean, it's just I'm surprised that's the only thing that happened to the only Eagles player this whole fiasco of Super Bowl parades and celebration and shit.
They're good at staying away from that stuff.
I think they're still cleaning up.
Yes, I think they're still celebrating.
The cleanup for Philly's Super Bowl parade is going to take longer than Florida's cleanup for those hurricanes.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It has to be. But all right. Early round one hot takes. I don't have many, but I have a few. Obviously, we've only had a couple series. I guess not a couple series begin. We've had all series begin. But I guess
how are we looking on points fantasy?
Because you never got back to me on that, but I'm assuming we're just doing an average. Like an average of the series.
Six?
Well, no. Each one we're gonna average out their games because I don't think it'd be fair if
that'd be so many numbers. Someone had a 70-point game and then had 2 points the next.
Yeah, or also like in my eyes, I thought like there was a chance that maybe Minnesota didn't win a game. So if you only got 4 games with Ant and I got however many games with fucking whoever. I'm just saying the average makes more sense, but I'm probably not gonna pull those numbers till the end of the round.
No.
But shit, I mean,
average is I didn't even think about average, but yeah, average is perfect.
First things first, yeah. I mean, speaking of just the fantasy and your first pick, Anthony Edwards, Minnesota beating the Lakers, in LA, and I mean, kind of trashing the Lakers. Like
I never looked close.
No,
that whole second half was 20 points away. It
was a bad game, and I don't know what it is. Because obviously we have seen just over the regular season. We're only one game into the postseason, so I'm not going to go crazy, overboard on this. But we've seen LeBron and Luka mesh.
Mm.
But I also feel like we've seen when one of them takes over and one of them has to kind of just sit back, they lose. I
Yep.
mean, it's just that kind of seemed to be the trend, the trend when that happens. Like, Luka had a hell of a game, but it seemed like Luka took over so much. LeBron was kind of just sitting back, taking what he could, and I just feel like you gotta find that 50-50 where they can both just get going.
Which like makes you wonder about Luka, where it's like when he was on the Mavs, it's like regardless of who he had around him, like maybe because of the where he's played his whole career, he has to play like that. Well, he had to play like that with them, not dishing the rock. Kind of learned a little bit, dishing it to Kyrie a little bit. But I mean, maybe you like who do you pair Luka up with to make a perfect combo? If when he does take over and become Luka, everyone else is in the dust.
I mean, to be honest with you, a bunch of guys that play for the Dallas Mavericks.
You're right.
That's the sad part. It's like to be real with you, you don't need to pair a superstar up with Luka. You need to pair a bunch of guys who are going to play both sides of the ball and are going to fucking make shots when Luka
Do everything else for him. Yeah.
I mean, it's like I wasn't really the biggest fan of this pairing in the first place, even though it's like probably the biggest pairing name wise.
Sure, but it was kind of like one of those things like no one expected or wanted it, but you kind of have to find a way to think about it working.
But
did you hear what
besides that,
Nico said?
Nico's such a fucking idiot.
Is he retarded?
Like, he
Pardon my
might
French.
be.
Pardon my French, but you didn't know that Luka was that big to your organization?
Dude, pardon my French, but what is he talking about?
The fuck is he talking about?
You didn't get the reference. I'm sorry.
What is that from? SpongeBob?
It is. I sent you. God damn.
Are you serious?
It was like, I fucking can't remember the bit, but he just says like, pardon my French, but then says just like normal sentence.
Oh, sick.
He's like, pardon my French, but what is going on here? Like, he just. So I tried to tell you, bro. Prime SpongeBob was funny, but no. Yeah, Nico. So what exactly did he say?
So he said, someone asked him, like, were you aware of how important Luka was to the franchise before you traded him? And he said, I knew Luka was big to the franchise. I just didn't know how big. I didn't know he was this big. I guess he didn't think that he would get fucking absolutely diarrheaed on after he made this trade.
I didn't see that quote.
Yeah, no, it was today.
I saw him say, he said, that he didn't regret any of the moves he made, and he doesn't feel like he should. Well, obviously, they asked him if he felt like he deserved to be fired or something. I don't think any coach is gonna, or any GM or whatever is gonna be like, exactly. Yeah. But he was like, well, you're gonna see next year when we're healthy and we're contending for a championship and blah blah blah. And I
I don't know. Just today he was like, yeah, I didn't really realize how big he was. I didn't think that this would be that big of a problem. It's like, all right, you're fucking stupid.
I mean, I guess play dumb, because if you admit you're wrong, you probably get fired. I don't know. I mean,
he's gonna get fired.
I would. Well, yeah. I don't know why he's not been already, but
I mean, he got something out of it. Just an injured fucking mess of.
He got something out of it, but let's be real. AD's never gonna be healthy. AD's never going. At least. Like the best hope for AD to even like want to like be at his best physical, just peak and just if something is bothering him, just recovering and rehabbing. It's probably when I'm like I'm already winning a championship with LeBron and I get a chance to keep playing with LeBron James and the Lakers. Like, I don't see him that motivated to get back on the court next year. I just don't. It's for the Dallas Mavericks.
Not for them, no.
I don't really see it.
I mean, you might have a healthy Kyrie. You've got an aging Clay.
You'll have a healthy Kyrie at some point, but I mean, he tore his ACL this year.
Mid-season.
I mean, it was this year at some point, right?
Yeah.
Or 2025, I mean.
Yeah, no, this year, yeah. But I mean, it's just... It's a hodgepodge of a team. Like, this team, like with that trade, it was like you're supposed to win now. It's not like, oh, wait till next year. This is like, no, we're making a move for this year, and we're getting rid of one
It
of the
was
best players in the league for nothing.
it was win now with a worse chance to win now, and with no chance to win later down the line because we got rid of our future.
And we took a fucking ankle biting donkey.
So
I don't even know what that means. Ankle biters are short people.
yeah, I was
A
gonna say,
guy
I'll
whose
finish.
ankles have been bitten and he cannot stay healthy.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. That'll work. Jalen Brown is cornier than Jason Tatum.
Jalen Brown is a nerd.
Jalen Brown. Did
What
you
did he say?
hear? Did you hear? So, should I just pull it up? Should I just pull it
It
up?
was. I think I read it. It seemed like whatever he said seemed like very redundant.
What did you hear him say?
I don't know, some quote about something. I can't remember.
So.
It was like, if you win the game, then we win the game type of quote.
Oh no, here you go.
I think I'll be playing with the energy. They the magic, but they know who really got the magic over here. No Harry Potter.
No Harry Potter, dude.
Yeah, they the magic, but they know who got the real magic over there. Ooh, I like that. I like that. No Harry Potter.
No Harry Potter, bro.
Jalen Brown is the corniest motherfucker in the NBA, and you can't convince me otherwise. And then he was sitting there hating on Bronny earlier this year just to convince the hoes on the sideline. He's a fucking weirdo. He's an absolute weirdo. He's an absolute weirdo, bro. Jalen Brown, officially the cornball of the NBA. I'm taking the crown off of Tatum's head. And it's just a quick transition, same locker room. Boom, boom.
Easy.
Putting on JB's head because that is
Putting the fucking hat on another guy. You know, that was the quote that I read, and it was just I don't get the no Harry Potter thing. That makes no sense.
Well, I mean, see, the problem is
But they've been the Magic for what, 35 years, 40 years?
Yeah.
How long have the Magic been around? Not that long, no?
No, I mean, they've been around, but it's
stupid. It doesn't make.
That was like an elementary school bar. The funniest thing I saw was like the Boston Celtics. They all talk like they've never talked before.
Yeah.
Like they're all trying to speak for the first time.
For
Joe
real.
Mazzulla, Jason
Joe
Tatum,
Mazzulla's he can't talk.
Jalen Brown. I mean, it's all like they're like struggling to figure out. Like,
Yes.
I mean, even in that sentence, he's like, "Hey, they the Magic, but they know
Guess who got the real Magic?
They know who got the real magic over here. No Harry Potter. Maybe he was just stoned."
No, I think he's
That's
just
the
a
only
weirdo.
way I'd let it slide.
I think he just wanted to bring up Harry Potter.
Okay, but I'm just saying. Imagine if like Kevin Durant's teammates said that to him.
That'd be funny.
Like Kevin Durant would give the most dirtiest, like sassiest side eye in the world and be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Don't ever say that again."
And Tatum's like, watch out when we play on League Pass.
They're not playing on the League Pass. They're playing prime time. Speaking of prime time, can I complain for a second?
League Pass.
Can I complain for a second about times in basketball? Period. And
no. We're gonna play at 12:30, and then we're gonna play at 1:45, and then we're gonna play at 6:97.
Okay, so
and then midnight.
Here's my problem with the NBA. So if you really, really, really want more fans, and you really, really want people to tune in, maybe don't have people watching the Lakers and, reigning or whatever, MVP in your eyes, Denver Nuggets, or whoever else on the West Coast, the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler, all these stars, when half of the country has to go to sleep for work in the morning.
Yep.
And you got games starting at 10 p.m.
Yep.
On a Monday.
Like that game last night, the Warriors game didn't end until like fucking 12:30.
When they wasted like 15 minutes trying to figure out who's gonna get a tech on some play and whatever. I mean, it's just like there's absolutely no way you can make the NBA playoffs more boring than this. And if you really, really, really don't want people to tune in to which should be the most important part of your season, have games at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Have LeBron only able to play
But then you've
at
got all
10
these
p.m.
Eastern games at fucking noon.
But I'm saying, okay.
It's like, who's watching a game at noon?
Well, on the weekends, I'll take a
Sure.
noon because the games didn't start till 6:30 on weekdays.
But
I'll take a 6:30 weekdays start.
Sure, but
I
have
can't.
these Western Conference teams play earlier.
Yes,
Doesn't make any sense.
Exactly, bro. I watched WrestleMania in Las Vegas in the daylight the entire 2 nights.
For real.
I mean, besides maybe the main event when the sun started going down. I mean, no, y'all can play at 6 o'clock. Y'all don't. I mean, or at Eastern time, or at 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7:30 Eastern time. Devin, I mean, shit. Starting games at 10 o'clock.
Then you got to think about but that's what they need to. I think they're too concerned with people going to the games. We need to be concerned with the people watching because there's a ton more people watching. But instead, they're what we need a 7 o'clock start for these Western Conference games. No, start that shit at 4. Have the game start at 7:30, 4:30, 7:30. Perfect. We're good. 5 maybe. Hey, start the game at 9 maybe. It's watchable.
Even 9.
It's watchable.
It's better. I mean, because it's just you got your biggest stars playing ass late. It's just
the latest possible. Zero sense.
If the NBA wants to do anything, they can do that before changing the fucking All-Star game format for a 5th time. I don't know. Maybe
they're very concerned with shit no one gives a fuck about.
I shouldn't be watching Steph Curry scoring 30 yawning. That's an issue. Those two things shouldn't be happening at the same time.
No, that should be the primest of the time when he's fucking.
But no, I gotta wake up and read what Bleacher Report has to say about it. Like, what are we doing here? Y'all are playing way too late. Russell Westbrook.
I think I have Bleacher Report banned on my phone. I don't like reading their stuff. Bleacher Report and CBS Sports, I can't do it.
Russell Westbrook, he is the deciding factor for the Denver Nuggets. That can be a good thing. That can be a bad thing. Series is now tied 1-1. At the end of the day, you can go back and watch that first game. Down, 1 or 2? Who pulled up in that corner? It was Russell motherfucking Westbrook. So, and he played a lot of that game 1. Played a lot of game 2. The Denver Nuggets are the Denver Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you take Westbrook out of the equation,
yeah.
It's like Jokic, he's gonna do what he does. Jokic, Jamal Murray, MPJ, fucking Aaron Gordon, whoever, they're gonna do their thing. You throw Russell Westbrook in the mix, you're kind of gonna have to die on that hill because he's Russell Westbrook, so you're gonna play him. And the new, I wish I knew the intern or the new head coach name. I already forgot it, but he's already spoken highly of Russ and says he's gonna be an important part of this postseason run. So they're probably, I mean, whether or not you got one of the best point guards in the league or you got the MVP of the league, their 6-man coming off the bench is going to be a deciding factor of this postseason run.
I mean, also Jokic needs to ball his tits off. Jamal Murray usually pops up, has some crazy games in the playoffs. But yeah,
they did their thing. They did their thing, but
I think if Russ spreads the love, makes a few shots.
It's just It's entertaining to watch as a Westbrook fan because I know
a little bit of spice on the Nuggies.
And I know he's gonna get his touches, but at the same time, I'm also worried because
how often is he gonna turn the ball over?
I mean, look, I love Russ. He's my favorite player of all time. But if there's one thing about him, his shot decision, it used to be shot decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Now his his jumper, his midi jumper is just completely broken. I don't know what happened to it.
It's still broken?
It broke.
No, I know it broke. I thought he fixed it.
No, not really. I mean, it's just I don't mean it's. I
don't want to shit on him, but it's funny to be in the NBA. And
I mean, it's not as good
15
as
15 feet or killer.
It's just there was a time where Russ pulling up midi. It was so polished and so just. Like
every time,
just the way he's
stopping on a dime and just.
Now it's just, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's just when he does that, he will still stop on a dime and pull up, but it's clank.
I think he's in the air too long.
I don't know. I don't know.
Where he's got too much time to fuck it up.
But that's what's also scary is because I know that it's really going to rely on him because Jokic is going to get his 30. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Jokic is going to do his thing. I mean, the game just ended, so I want to see like what was Jokic's final 26, 12, and 10. Jokic is going to do his thing, regardless. But at the end of the day, if you go over this, which first of all, I mean, I picked Kawhi round 1, right?
I think so.
Yeah, 39 points.
Hey.
39 points tonight.
I'm just waiting for that
tonight.
ACL to break finally.
But yeah, I mean, you got Jamal Murray,
Break that
23
bang off.
points. Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon. I mean, yeah, Russell Westbrook, 5 for 11, 3 for 6 from 3, 14 points. So I'm not
his fault. Shot 50, we're good.
I'm not mad at what I saw from the Nuggets kind of period. It was just, I mean, the Clippers balled. The Clippers got a chip on their shoulder and a healthy Kawhi.
Yeah.
And that's to me that's pretty dangerous. I mean, we haven't seen healthy Kawhi in so long and an aggressive Clippers team in so long. It's like we don't even know what really to expect anymore.
Like they're a dark horse. I don't know if they're whooping the Nuggets type of dark horse, but they're a team that, like, honestly, no one has talked about from the majority of the year, just because of all the bullshit that's been going on. But, Kawhi and James can fuck these boys up. But
beating the Nuggets by 3, I mean, that's cool. I don't know if they do it 3 more times.
I don't think so.
That would be a super duper stretch. What do we got? Pacers up 1-0. Dame and Tyrese Halliburton chirping. Dame's
back?
No, he's not. He was in street clothes talking his shit. He was at half court, and I don't know what happened. I kind of missed the context of it, but him and Tyrese they were talking. He was talking his shit, so I'm expecting maybe a Dame.
I mean, he's cleared to play, so.
I mean, are we getting a Dame return on what does it look like, the 22nd? I think if we look at the preview here, I want to see if we got Dame playing. Dame moments, Milwaukee, Pacers never trailed, blah blah blah. Yeah, Pacers balled out. I don't know what it was.
Dude, the fucking Thunder from down under.
So he's questionable right now. Could return after missing game 1. He could return. He could return game 2. So he might be playing on the day of this release. So, all right, yeah. So Dame coming back, that'll definitely be a spark because I mean, the Pacers kind of shitted on. They shitted. I mean, fucking Tony Snell numbers from Kuzma.
Oh, from Kuz.
He pulled a Tony Snell. I mean,
21 minutes 0-0-0-0-0-0.
0-0-0-0-0, and they got rid like. This is who you traded Chris Middleton for?
Yeah.
Like, I know that this is like the craziest injury and the last thing you would have expected, the way to lose your star player.
Your star, yeah.
But Dame going out and then being able to have a veteran who knows how to step up in the fucking playoffs like Chris Middleton.
Yep.
Probably would have been way more beautiful.
Who's a champion who's been there before, who has played that role
Where
many
the fuck
times.
has Kyle Kuzma been?
Nowhere. On some of the worst teams ever.
That looking back on now, that is a terrible trade. I hate that trade.
Like maybe the Bucks didn't think they were doing anything, and just it doesn't make any sense.
You don't think you got Damian Lillard and Giannis. You got 2 of the best players in the world. You think
I forgot about that trade? Like that. Yeah,
that is an awful trade. If you
maybe
lost
Middleton
Dame,
wanted out, but I don't know.
No, if you lost Dame and had Kyle and had Chris instead of Kyle, they would have won this game. They would have won this game. They would have won it.
They could have won this game.
They would have won this game.
They got spanked.
That game. Bro,
Siakam can play defense too.
Siakam would have been playing defense and
not Siakam. Middleton can play defense on Siakam.
Would have been getting buckets and playing defense. Kyle Kuzma was just out there trying to look pretty. I don't know what the fuck bro was doing.
It's these light skins, bro.
Besides that, I mean, yeah, that's all I got for my for any round 1 takes I got so far.
The Thunder spanked Memphis.
Oh yeah,
by 50.
What do you expect?
And then Ja said, "Wait, let me go to my car really quick." I know I'm joking.
No, Ja. I mean, I mean, what he said was true.
I don't know what he said.
He said, I mean, he was like, acknowledging that they got spanked and was like, but if we win game 2, it's 1-1, and that doesn't matter. And it was like, I mean, that's true.
Yes.
Like that statement isolated, like that is
There's a lot
a
of
true
statements
statement.
out here, dude.
But I don't know. Too many statements.
Way too many statements.
Way too many statements. I'm not gonna lie, but that was probably that was probably the smartest one. I mean, it made the most sense because realistically, if they went out and beat OKC tomorrow, or today, I mean,
then the series is tied.
It wouldn't matter. So shout out to the Bucks and Pacers for playing at 7, and the Grizzlies and Thunder playing at 7:30. That's times where people can actually sit down and watch basketball. Well, I mean, obviously I know why. It's because of the West Coast shit. But if you really want to get conspiracy, you really want to get in your conspiracy bag, it's like NBA wants to push their new stars, put them at the games where everybody's gonna watch. You want your old stars to phase out, let them play at fucking midnight.
Yep.
And don't even worry about what's going on because nobody's watching.
Yep.
Okay, more statements. We got more statements. Like
really,
this is all we kind of got is more statements. NFL scouts and NFL coaches came out saying that Jalen Milroe may be the best runner ever at quarterback.
No one has ever said that. In his entire college career, no one has ever spoken anywhere near that highly of this man. Where does this come from?
NFL scouts and head coaches. That's where the statement came from.
Who would have said that?
That was just now.
I love how it's always anonymous. It's
now I'm not gonna lie. Money move if that's not true.
That's a dupe. That's such a dupe. That's awesome.
If his agent was just like, yo, I heard some like an anonymous tip, like these are what some scouts are saying. Beautiful. But no,
awesome.
Obviously I believe scouts and coaches say some stupid shit.
But yeah, I mean maybe it's a certain team who
but maybe the best
maybe wants him to sort of get drafted earlier than he should be.
But saying he may be the best runner at QB ever, I have a couple problems with that.
Yes.
And I have a couple problems with that, especially as a Ravens fan.
Mm-hmm.
So, first off, no, he's not.
No.
He's not the best runner ever at QB.
And he won't be.
That guy wears number 8 and wears purple and plays in Baltimore. That's the best runner ever at QB. And what he had to do to earn that title was earn MVPs,
run for 1,000 yards,
run for break all of Michael Vick's
break
records,
every Mike Vick
records, break all these records, put up all these numbers, and now it's acceptable.
Now.
And it's only acceptable.
And no one said that before he got drafted. I mean, he was a Heisman. Yeah, also Heisman Trophy.
I'm going to get to that in a second. But it's only acceptable because of the arm talent that goes with it.
Yes.
Obviously, if he was the greatest runner ever but couldn't fucking throw a football the way he
Justin Fields.
It wouldn't it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden, the only thing that matters is Jalen Milroe may be the best runner ever at QB. And not only did Lamar Jackson have to do so much to earn that title for himself, but he had to do everything opposite of what Milroe has to do going into the draft, and that's getting hated for his athleticism.
Not have to defend himself.
And Jalen Milroe, oh yeah, I'm a great athlete. I can run around all day. I'm the best runner at QB ever. Yeah. Lamar had to deny running routes at the combine because of how great of a runner at quarterback he was.
And this is after 3 years of college football.
So
at Louisville and winning a Heisman at quarterback, the NFL said, maybe go return some punts and run some routes.
Either way, we're bullshitting. Because if you really thought that, then you would have had him running routes the way you tried to make Lamar Jackson run routes at his combine and pro day or whatever. Or you're just bullshitting because there's Lamar Jackson in the NFL. It's one of the craziest
But
things I've ever seen.
even outside of Lamar Jackson, there's a plethora of guys below Lamar.
Okay, you're right, but I'm just saying your number one attribute or the biggest thing right now, the biggest buzz coming out of the draft or coming into the draft for you is you might be the best runner ever at quarterback when that's been the fucking killer like kryptonite for like or the biggest con for some of these fucking quarterbacks.
Exactly. Is they're running like
It's like, yeah,
he can run, but yeah.
It's like, yeah, I mean he's athletic, he's mobile, but when the pressure's on or can he read a defense?
Why don't we just keep drafting these guys way too high who cannot throw for shit, like cannot hit a target for shit, but they can run a little bit.
I remember Jalen Milroe. I remember Anthony Richardson. I remember Jalen Milroe getting clowned for just being able to throw a ball really far and really high.
Yep.
Like he had that deep ball, and then it was like, okay, but like, what else? Now I guess he's got the best arm in the whole fucking combine. Or in the draft, or top 3 arm in the draft.
He's the best runner of all time.
The best runner ever at quarterback. They didn't even give Lamar the chance. Like they didn't even say like Lamar might be one of the best rushing.
No, they didn't even say like, oh, he might be better than Lamar Jackson. It's like, no, he is.
He may be the best runner at quarterback ever, which is just hilarious.
It doesn't even whoever that scout is has not watched a lick of football.
No, maybe they just watched college football. Never watched a lick of NFL
football. He looks a little bit better than Deshaun Watson did.
Like they're just sending in blind predictions because they'll never watch Jalen Milroe in the NFL.
Yeah,
they're just gonna watch whoever's playing for Alabama next.
Motherfucker run.
Yeah, we're gonna save Road to the Super Bowl again.
Yeah,
might as well. If we do the Saturday pod, we can talk about a whole lot more, especially Road to the Super Bowl. But I do have some athletes, for you to guess.
Nice. I'm gonna guess them. First try on all of them, dude.
First try on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible. Okay, I'm gonna give
Thanks for the confidence.
I'm gonna give all 5.
Will you ever do a golfer?
God, no.
Why not?
The problem is, I would obviously pick a golfer that you would know because I
know
only
a lot of them.
know. But I'm saying I don't. So it'd be like
so you can pick any of them.
But but that's the thing. I don't know what's an interesting fact. I don't know what's good. I don't know what's not. I don't know what's obvious.
This tournament.
Like if I say. But I'm saying, like, I don't know what the equivalent is to, like, if I said this person had the most receiving yards, it's like, it'd be obvious. So if I say something like this person won the most this or that, you're like, oh, that's fucking.
No, but you could say, like, this person won this major tournament. And I would have to.
Yeah, no, we'd have to get paid for that.
That's fair.
Guessing the athlete, though. And we're guessing athletes.
Shucks. God damn it.
That's probably why. But all right, first player. He's a one-time Pro Bowler. He's played for 7 teams. He's a Super Bowl champion. He has more passing yards than Brian Hoyer and less passing yards than David Carr. His overall record as a starter is 27, 25, and 1.
1 Pro Bowl. 7 fucking teams, dude. Who the fuck's played for 7 teams?
Super Bowl champ.
Fitzmagic never won a Super Bowl.
More passing yards than Hoyer, less than David Carr. 27, 25, and 1.
Can I ask how many passing yards that is? 32.
I don't know.
No, it can't be 32.
No.
He's only played 50 fucking games.
He's only started.
Fair.
50 games. But he's a Super Bowl champ who's played for 7 teams.
So career backup.
He's a one-time Pro Bowler.
Maybe a little bit of fun early in his career.
Maybe flip that.
Okay. Nothing. And then good stuff.
And then maybe back
Super
to
Bowl
nothing.
champ. And then nothing again?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
7 teams. Super Bowl champ. More passing yards than Brian Hoyer. 27, 25, and 1.
Fucking Matt Castle.
Nah, it's not Matt Castle. So you lied. You said you were good at first guess.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't. Not after that bullshit.
So now I just, tell you?
No. I need one more.
You think you have this one? I thought you'd have this one.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think I'm in the right era.
I wouldn't pick somebody you didn't know.
I understand.
Maybe it's someone you're just not thinking of.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. So nothing early. I mean, it's not Gino.
No.
Okay.
7 teams.
Did he have like a little spurt?
He had
Little
I
squirrel?
want to say he started 1 playoff game 1 year. I want to say it was 2017. It's when he started that playoff game. I want to say. I might be wrong.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm thinking of the wrong guy.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Who you thinking of?
It's the wrong guy.
Who you thinking of?
Let me try to think of the other guy.
Oh my god, dude. If you're sitting on the right answer for fucking however long.
Blake Bortles? It's not Blake.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm lost.
It's Tyrod Taylor.
Ah, you fucking slut.
It's Tyrod Taylor. Come on now, Super Bowl champion, Tyrod Taylor. Easy money.
Wait.
Next, what?
2017.
It was around that time. He started a game for like Buffalo. Or
No, but who did he win a Super Bowl with?
The Baltimore Ravens. He was the backup for the Baltimore Ravens. Come on now.
Mother of bitch.
Come on. What you thought he went and won
No. I just completely forgot that he was there in 2013.
He's 0-1, January 7th, 2018, Buffalo versus Jacksonville.
The Bills, yeah.
All right, next player. This player has more rushing yards than Austin Eckler, but less than Todd Gurley. He's played for 5 teams. He has a first-team All-Pro, but no Pro Bowls. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a Heisman winner.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
How do you have no Pro Bowl?
That's a good question.
That's like Lamar winning first team All Pro and losing MVP.
Yeah, well, the way it was written, it was made this year's, not this year's, but the year written down first team All Pro. But when I went through his career, he never won a Pro Bowl.
Really? Weird.
Never made a Pro Bowl. But he has more rushing yards than Austin Eckler. He has less rushing yards than Todd Gurley.
More than Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
Just running backs who won the Heisman. Reggie?
It's Reggie Bush.
Okay, good.
It's Reggie Bush, which I don't know if he was on. I don't know what first team he was on. Was he?
Yeah. It must have been like, what?
Special teams? First team All Pro. He was, punt returner.
Damn. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Punt returner. Yeah. I knew it had to be something like that, which makes way more sense. But yeah, Reggie Bush. All right, last person. This player has more receptions than Randy Moss, but less than Anquan Bolden.
Anquan Bolden has more receptions than Randy?
He's a 10-time Pro
Damn,
Bowler.
Anquan?
He's a 10-time Pro. He's a 10-time Pro Bowler. 7-time first team All Pro. He has the most playoff games with 100 receiving yards.
Am I supposed to know who this is immediately?
And he has the most total playoff receptions.
Travis Kelce.
It's Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
It's
It felt like like the only guys who I could put in that playoff realm is Jerry, Gronk, and Travis.
Well, Julian, he has the playoff
Julian
yards
too,
and receptions. He has ridiculous postseason numbers. But yeah, Travis fucking Kelce.
Never thought Trav would be on here, dude.
More receptions than Randy, less than Anquan.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He'll beat out Anquan.
But all right, we talked about shit.
The Pope.
We talked about the damn Pope. We talked about Prairie View's recruiting tactics. We talked about Happy Gilmore and some other actors that I guess aren't allowed to be talked about. Some stupid ass statements from Dion and Travis and NFL scouts and some early round one hot takes. Devin, is there anything you need to say before we get out of here?
No. Those suck, so I'm not going to be that big into baseball this year.
That's good. Now there'll only be like 4 people talking about baseball. But, you know.
Like 12. That'll be right.
But yeah, no, I guess, football season, it'll be here quicker than you know it.
Jiffy.
Quicker than you know it, Devin. But with that being said, we will be back on Saturday to talk more of these first round playoff matchups, which could be over or close to over. Maybe. First round of the draft. First round of the draft will be.
Oh, really?
Will be round.
Cooper Flag.
Night one's
going
on
to the draft.
What?
Cooper Flag.
Yeah, I'm talking about the NFL. Thursday night.
My brain doesn't work.
Night 1, so I guess we'll be able to cover night 1 and 2. We'll
it is
talk about
Thursday.
that, but so
Sick.
yeah, we actually got some shit to talk about. We'll see who
Some real
goes
shit.
where. Who goes where? Travis and fucking Shador
and guess what? Everyone else is 18 times more important than these 2 players.
Ashton Genty, Scatabo, Abdul Carter. Travis Hunter's important. Where he's going is important.
Travis is
Where
important.
Shador's going,
But I mean, Trav could retire if someone says
he might quit. He might. You're right. He actually might quit. So I'm gonna actually make sure he keeps his word and doesn't become a liar.
I don't want to bluff.
No
bluffer.
bluffing for Travis Hunter. But all right. We'll be back on Saturday to obviously discuss this draft, discuss more NBA playoffs. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.